difference in those speeds.
10th start of his career against Detroit, and Robbie Grossman greets him with a single to right, beating the shift. It's a different look for Robbie Grossman over the last few games. Dan, he's more on plane, not lifting the ball as much season, but he's working extremely hard at doing just that, because he realizes, Dan, like I think every Tigers fan does.
You've got to change those, and now you're making an in-season adjustment, which is always tough.
Scope pops it up on the infield. Owen Miller at second base is there. There's one away. Speaking of Miller and the Cleveland defense, it's brought to you by Marygrove. 3 for 4 with 2 runs driven in, and he takes one low. Up and in, and it's 2-0.
You know, Shep, I
admitted that he was struggling physically and mentally a little bit with that. On the backhand, a nice stab made by Austin Hedges, and it's 3-0. Not bad. A chopper to third. Ramirez on the charge. There's 1, and there's 2. Inning is over. 5 and 6 hitters against Shane Bieber. That means Javier Baez leads things off, and we're joined in the dugout by Tarek Scoop. 102 pitches, and he's kind enough to put the headset on for us as Baez pops one up on the infield. Tarek, thanks for the time. We had you coming off the field on one of those innings where you're like, come on, let's go.
You know, you were coming off that, taking that shot off your left shin, and everybody was real concerned about if you were going to have any ill effects, and obviously I don't think you did. But
yeah, of course, I always am. You know, me and AJ go back and forth about getting to 100 pitches, and you know, it's a big one for me, I guess, in the game.
Well, it's the second time you've gone 7 innings this year, and you're the only Tigers starter to do that, as Harold Castro muscles one to left for a 1-out single. You worked with Tucker Barnhart on the pitch com too.
Yeah.
Calm yourself down once you get that sign.
Yeah, of course. You know, that was the.
No,
beat it. Yeah, you know, of course, that is the. You know, that was the.
Visit Tigers.com/pride. Willie Castro leads off the Tigers third, and then it will be Daz Cameron. Castro had Thursday night off in the series opener. Went 2 for 5 in his, so a little mini 2-game roll for Detroit. Castro fouls it away. It's 1-2 to him. There's a chopper to second. Owen Miller takes the easy hop and throws out Willie Castro.
Again, right there, that Austin Hedges is used. You can see he's not covering up with his glove like Tucker Barnhart was. It's piano right there, just pushing the buttons, not worried about somebody picking up a sign.
He loves it. He said it speeds up the game. He says, I can make the call before the pitcher is even on the rub. It's sign stealing situations. But there was a time, Dan, earlier this year where Shane Bieber and
I'm out of breath because I'm not taking my usual time in between pitches.
Didn't need much time to get rid of Daz Cameron 2 away. Ryan, you should feel pretty good about yourself. Here's Tucker Barnhart, a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
You know, that was my idol growing up, Nolan Ryan. 100, and that was back in a different radar gun than they use now. So if he was throwing 100s over there at what was then Angel Stadium.
In a good way, he was a bad man.
Yeah. 1-2 combination.
Yeah, that was a different Frank Tanana than when he was with the Tigers. When Frank Tanana was with then the Los Angeles, one of the best of all time, you could argue. Here's the 2-2. Up the middle. High chopper. Miller with range. And the Tigers go 1-2-3 against Shane Bieber in the third.
Class A Lakeland last night, 0 for 4 at the plate, Shep. But the good news is he's back in the box and swinging away.
Whether he makes it out healthy, because he is an absolute dynamite player.
And just to further that point, I
rolling a little bit too.
Exactly.
Like Robbie Grossman, who singled in the first. Thanks, Trev. 1-2 to Gross. The Guardians played Grossman to pull, but that didn't matter in the.
They're shifting me, and it said it messed up his swing trying to go the other way. I'm going to try to beat the shift and change my routine and change or find a hole somewhere.
Gets caught looking to start the fourth. Second strikeout of the day.
Between the knuckle curve and the slider, and only a couple miles an hour difference between the two.
Scope sends one to left. Back went Quan. Now he has to come in, and he retires Jonathan Scope on one pitch. And of course, that's a minimum of 100 at bats for a full season. Cabrera, the latest, if this indeed is even late in a season, to bat 300 since 2000. On a one hopper to Owen Miller. The Tigers go 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. It remains 2-0 Cleveland.
That Simo was talking about him as he coached. He was that way as a player. He was just incredibly intense, and you saw him after hitting that home run, how he was just knocking the arms off of Lance Parrish and the bad boy Bob Michael. And
well, that collision right there. If anybody thinks that competitive fire, I played golf with Gibby this morning, and he was none too happy with a couple of putts.
See you soon, partner.
Harold Castro standing in. Castro up one of 2 hits for the Tigers today. That was a really interesting Tigers live feature that Craig Monroe had. Gets maybe a little bit deeper, but he kind of fights it off to the other way. Moved his feet, and it's 2-2.
The special is that it just seems like he's going to get a couple of hits every game. It's not as easy as that. And then the last time he played,
to left field, and Quan is there for the second out. Then take strike one. Foul tipped into the glove of Austin Hedges, 0-2. Not only has Bieber been really good through 4 2/3 so far, but the pitch count, look at what, 46. Softly to third where nobody is. And Candelario will take that bullet as it ends up in the box score to him. He hit it there. Here's Willie Castro. Grounds it foul.
Now just make it.
To center field, and that's going to drop. Candelario holds it second, and the Tigers have 2 men aboard here in the 5th with 2 away. First time the Tigers have had a runner in scoring position. Cameron swings at the first offering and fouls it away. Traffic on the base pass. It's not the number always in the inning. Just missed there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, we've been talking. Good thing. You should stay nice and relaxed and not try to overthrow. Which is down there when a guy's got a knuckle curve and a slider.
1-2, grounded in the hole. Nice stop made at short by Jimenez. He won't get Cameron, but he did save a run. Put him up and put pressure on Bieber in a 2-0 Cleveland lead. Barnhart fouled it off his foot.
A sunshine from Shane Bieber, and then get into that shadow at home plate.
On the corner, and it's an 0-2. Just take a single, huh? The 0-2, and he struck him out. Leaves the bases loaded. Tigers can't convert after a very strong performance. Another strong performance, and we'll put it in perspective here in a moment. Wide of first, Naylor feeding Bieber a little bit behind him, but it gets there.
Job out there going toe-to-toe with Shane Bieber, a former Cy Young Award winner. And he did do a heck of a job. Just that one inning that got nicked up for, and just going up against a tough customer, but just hope.
Career high 94 pitches for Faedo on this Saturday. 1-1 to Jonathan Scope. In the meantime, Shane on the very first pitch of the at-bat. Low and away, 2-1 to Scope, who has popped.
Nicked him for a couple of runs last Sunday early, and then he really buckled down.
That was a hot shot by Ramirez and into left field, and Jonathan Scope is aboard with a 1-out single. Couple of ground ball outs so far for Cabrera today, and he takes strike one. slowly on the charge. Ramirez has just one play. It's at first base. Got under it and popped it up. Behind second base, Jimenez has got it, and Shane Bieber needed just 4 pitches to get through the 6th, despite giving up a 1 for Shane Bieber. Harold Castro looks at
Chris Vetter, A.J. Hinch just continue to preach all the time to the Tigers pitchers clinic.
a single for 2 for Harold Castro today. Fly ball right field. Back goes Gonzalez, still tracking it off his glove and off the wall. Castro digs for second. He's got himself a leadoff double here in the 7th.
Passing the baton, hopefully.
Here's Jamer Candelario. First pitch swinging slowly to second. Miller on the charge. Harold Castro moves to third. Fouls the first pitch away. Now it's 0-2. Lifted to left center. Harold Castro will tag. Miles Straw's throw. And Baltimore's a team that has struggled a little bit. Boston has struggled a little bit. But the Orioles won.
Runs. Came back and won that game, Shep.
Daz Cameron to right field. Oscar Mercado is there, and he retires Cameron in the tie. 3 consecutive hits. But Tucker Barnhart struck out to end the inning. And the chances went by the wayside. Barnhart leads. Just 76 pitches, as you see there, for Bieber. He has 4 this year, 4 times. So he's just getting warmed up.
Had the 10 strikeouts last weekend. He had to make some adjustments. Seeing then hope for the same, but I think he's just changed things up slightly.
Barnhart goes the other way for a base hit. They had the shift on, and Barnhart took what the defense gave him. Grossman fouls it away.
Come on.
Maybe in a photo album that my folks kept. Grossman pops it up left side. Long run for Stephen Kwan and Jose Ramirez.
In Little League, I remember it distinctly.
Oh, Grossman doesn't agree with strike 3 called.
You know, over 100 times or right at 100 times last year, and it just seems like they're skating the strike zone, and so many of them are.
Singled his last time up, and it left the bat at 108 miles an hour.
You know, Shep, too. I mean, yeah, you don't want to strike out for personal reasons, but here, this guy doesn't need that help. This guy's really good.
Way out in front. 1-2 to Jonathan Scope. Now 2-2. 8 hits for the Tigers.
Slider goes fastball down over the plate. Fastball, now the slider. Just missed with it. Doesn't come back with it, throws the fastball, then comes back with the slider.
That was the slider that got him swinging.
Who's been swinging it really good, and you can see it just totally fooled him.
Eric Haas stands in. Did he hold up? No, he couldn't. It's 0-2.
Spinning it like he is right here. Looks like he's going to throw him just another spinner.
Knocked down by Hedges. It's a birthday present for him. He's turning 90 today. And Haas pops it up. On the infield, Owen Miller is under it. And the Tigers are out in the 8th. Shane Bieber has it pretty much on cruise.